Hello, everyone. This is Sin with Big Moon Energy. Today, I am going to be showing you guys how I make a Mercury retrograde oil. Now, I do want to say that this isn't like specific to the fact that Mercury is retrograding in Leo and then back into Cancer or anything like that. This is just a specific overall Mercury retrograde oil. This is going to be focusing on, though, clarity and communication. There's lots of different things that you could use a Mercury retrograde oil for specifications. I'm doing clarity and communication for this one, specifically this go around, and how I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Also, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. It would mean, honestly, the world to me if you did. But we are going to go ahead and get started. So like I said, this is going to be about clarity and communication. So like Mercury retrograde, this is like something that happens when Mercury is like appearing to move backward in the sky. Like it's going backward, it's retrograding. And a lot of the time with Mercury retrograde, this is a time on like reflecting, okay? This is a time for revision, reassessing a lot of things as well. Old patterns tend to come back in because you have to think it's retrograding and it's going backwards. So like things from the past. A lot of times too, this has to do with unresolved issues. Sometimes too, like this is exes coming back, like for certain specific people, for certain specific signs. This could even be exes coming back. A lot of this too, Mercury is the planet of communication, okay? So like a lot of times what most people encounter during Mercury retrograde is a lot of miscommunications. So that's another reason why I am choosing to do this specific oil just for clarity and communication, because I feel like this is something that if you make, it's something that can really last a long time. What I use my oils for as well, I anoint candles with them. So like for this specific oil, I would use an orange candle. You could do blue a little bit for communication. I like to do an orange candle. It's associated with Mercury Wednesday. That's Mercury's day of the week is Wednesday. So like this is the main thing that I use my oils for, is anointing candles and doing like kind of candle work like that. Okay. Now, I do want to say, first off, I already have added the crystals because I have to like look in a book at all of the crystals chips that I have in order to recognize them. Crystals are not my strong suit. My daughter is actually super good with crystals, and she helps me identify them. We have books and stuff like this. But I've already put in 3 different crystals, okay? I put in lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli, the reason in doing so, this is kind of helping with deep truths and communication from the soul with the lapis lazuli, okay? We're doing amethyst in here as well, because amethyst, this is helping connect to intuition, okay? This is also about spiritual clarity. Like I'm wanting that clarity. I'm wanting communication to be as clear and truthful as possible during this Mercury retrograde, okay? And then there is clear quartz, and simply the reason for the clear quartz in here is to amplify the oil as a whole. The clear quartz is going to amplify my herbs. It's going to amplify the other crystals. I do want to say I don't have any essential oils at the moment. I do highly recommend using essential oils in your oil as well, because it can just add in layers and layers to this. I do want to say too, when making any kind of oils, when doing any kind of like anointing on candles, things like that, it's a lot about like your intention. Like you are the magic here, okay? Like I want to make that known. Like these are tools, yes, that are going to help you and stuff, but you're the magic. You are what makes the magic happen. Your intention, the energy that you are putting into this. So first off, we're going to get in with the herbs. I've got basil here, okay? And the basil, this is going to be used for mental focus and clarity. This is what the basil is being used for. I also want to say when I'm doing this, I'm not going to be doing the basil in here, okay? I'm actually just going to be putting a few pieces of this basil in my jar as is, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and literally do that. And honestly, another thing too is like put as much or as little as you feel like. When you are making things like oils to use for candles, or even if you're using oils for anointing yourself, this, once again, it's going into intention. It's going into, this is your creation, okay? This is specific to you and your needs. Because if you want to throw this basil in there, do it. Absolutely. I am just choosing not to because it's going to be a lot of arm work for me to crush up this basil. And since I'm doing a video for it, I'm not going to I'm not going to sit here for 10 minutes on the video trying to grind this up. Next, though, we are doing fennel, and I am putting that in here, guys. So fennel, also, this is my paper that has everything on it. When I do oils and stuff, I write everything down. I'm fact checking everything. I'm looking in my books. I'm looking in my correlations, making sure that everything lines up and making sure that all of my intentions are clear. So we're going to do fennel. This is Mercury right here. This is Mercury. This is air. This is also healing. Definitely want to do healing in a Mercury oil, even regardless of retrograde, because of the fact where like it is this healing energy. And when it's kind of like going back to the old patterns and like unresolved issues, we have to heal from that. So I am going to put in some fennel. We are definitely using fennel. Like I said, there are no specific measurements of any of this. I also want to say, just because these are the herbs I am using, you absolutely can use other herbs. There are so many other herbs that correspond to Mercury, that correspond to air energy, that correspond to healing and stuff. And fennel has also got a ton of other properties to it. All herbs do. This is just what I have on hand and what I am choosing to use. So use what you have. That looks good. So we're going to be done with that. Next, I am doing lavender. Lavender also has to do with the throat chakra, okay? We're talking about communication here. With communication, we want our throat chakra as clear as possible, okay? That's going to help with communication. Lavender is also good about truth speaking. So I am going to put lavender in here. I feel like that's decent. Now I'm legit just going to start grinding this up. Sometimes this low-key, doing this takes some muscle work. I mean, it's even if it's like herbs like as this. And also too, you don't have to use a mortar and pestle. You don't even have to grind up your herbs. Like that's another thing too, where it's like, it's about the intention as well. You've got to focus on what you're doing. Also, I do want to say this too. Make sure you smudge your space. Clear all energy. Smudge your space, okay? And keep everything clear, the energy good. Low key, this kind of smells good. No. And like, get it to the consistency you want. Like I said, you don't even have to grind it all up if you don't want to. If you want your consistency to like quite literally be a fine powder, you do it. And I feel like I've got quite a bit of powder here. Flies are killing me today. Okay, so I'm going to put this in. Unfortunately, I don't have a funnel. So I am literally just going to be putting it in here like this. And also, like, your oil can be as herby or as not herby as you personally want it. Like, it doesn't have to be packed to the top with herbs and crystals. It can have just a little bit, like it's going to infuse in it. It can be filled to the top if that's how you want it. If you want it filled to the top with herbs and then you add in oil, yeah, do it. Like, once again, this is how you're doing it and the intention that you're putting in. I'm trying to get every last little bit of this out. Okay. I feel like that's pretty good. Now, I will say this is usually more than I do, actually. I may have went a little heavy-handed on the fennel and lavender, because we've got our jar about half full here with herbs and then the crystals. Really didn't add just my crystals. I have crystal shards so that they fit in these jars, and I literally, it was just a little pinch of each, okay? Now, for me, I wrote like an intention for this, okay, that when I do my like candle, when I'm going to anoint my candle with this, I am going to say, I anoint this oil with the intention to bring clarity to my mind and voice, so I may speak and hear truth with ease and grace, even in times of confusion. Because with Mercury being retrograde, it's like we're saying things and it's just like it doesn't come out right, or it isn't received in the way we want it. We might be not meaning anything and we say something and somebody takes it a completely different way. And then it's just, that's what I mean. It's like Mercury is so about miscommunications. Okay. Now I'm going to add in my oil. I legit cannot pronounce this correctly. I don't even want to botch it, but this is the oil that I use. This jojoba, like, I honestly do not know. I am super sorry if I am mispronouncing that. This is the oil that I'm using. It's a wonderful carrier oil. Like, honestly, pretty sure you can, yeah, you use this on skin. You can quite literally use this on skin. So that's another thing. I use this to anoint candles. That's my main thing. But honestly, like if there's something major you need to do, or there's just issues that are going on, you could absolutely like rub this on your throat chakra. Okay, like 100%. I don't have a funnel, like I said, so like I'm legit just dripping this in here very slowly. Oh, I love making oils. I know my channel is mostly for tarot, and I love tarot. I love the introspection that we get with tarot. I love the healing that tarot brings. But I am going to say this, I absolutely love doing work like this. I love astrology. I love making herbal oils. I love making herbal blends. I love doing candle work. Love it all. That's how full I'm going to get it. It's pretty much... Oh, wow. I didn't even spill any. Pretty much all the way full, guys. Now, I am using a cork, okay? I am going to shake it, but I am not going to be sealing this with wax or anything because I need to open this. I need to use it repeatedly. Now, what you're going to do, it is during Mercury retrograde right now. So amplifying this, you're going to put this like on your windowsill. I mean, you could put it outside if you're cool with that, if you're safe with it. Low key, I made this with a lot more herbs than I usually do. This is a lot. Like, this is a lot of herbs, but that's totally fine. Like I said, it's not, that's personal preference. Making oil blends, making herbal blends, personal preference on 99% of it. So like, here's how it's looking. Okay. Shaking it up. I am going to put this on my windowsill. Today is, what is today? Today is July 19th. Today is July 19th of 2025. Okay. I am going to put this on my windowsill until Wednesday. Wednesday night, actually. Okay. Wednesday is the day of Mercury. I'm going to leave this out on my windowsill until then. Let it soak up all of this energy. I'm going to sage it every day. I'm going to say I anoint this oil with the intention to bring clarity to my mind and voice, so I may speak and hear truth with ease and grace, even in times of confusion. I'm going to do that every morning. Every morning. So today is Saturday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, okay? I'm going to be saying that every morning, leaving it in the windowsill. You could leave it outside. That night, like evening, I am going to use this on Wednesday, the day of Mercury, to anoint an orange candle. Okay? I'm going to anoint the orange candle. I'm going to light the orange candle, and I'm going to let it burn completely down. I'm going to do this. Now, with this, you could repeat this every Wednesday if you so chose to. I also want to say something too, that like you could do this just if you're feeling the need to. This is something you can use like for other purposes. This is for clarity and communication. Definitely, I don't have any labels right now. I'm probably just going to get a piece of paper, write exactly what this is, the date I did it, and tape it around it pretty much. Because this is something you can use forever. Not just, like, this isn't just for Mercury retrograde, but, like, you can use it for other things. You can use it for, you know, any time that you're needing clarity and communication. Like, I would definitely recommend, though, if you're going to anoint a candle with it, to do it on Mercury, like on the day of Mercury, which is Wednesday. You don't have to use an orange candle. There's lots of other colors that correspond, so you don't have to do that, but I would suggest doing it then. If you're going to be using this on your skin, like for your throat chakra, I would do this before anything kind of important. Or if you're having worries about a conversation, like maybe there's something you need to bring up, not even just during Mercury retrograde, but just in general, this is a great time to use that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of you so much more than you could ever imagine. I'm so happy to be able to be doing my tarot. I'm so happy to be able to have the means to do oils, to do my candle work. Just very, very blessed, very grateful, thankful for each and every one of you. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I hope you guys are having a good Mercury retrograde. I know I didn't do videos this last week. I've had a lot of things like going on with my kids, with my family. I was sick a little bit, so I'm kind of just taking a step back because we have to make sure we're taking care of ourselves. I'm always preaching that during my readings, and yeah, pretty much it's like I've had to take a step back. I am going to be doing my videos for this upcoming week though, so I will be back to doing tarot. I'm trying to figure out, I don't have my calendar like right here available to tell you the exact dates, but I will be doing weeklies again. I just had to take a little hiatus. I've had things going on, but just thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoy this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.